Tyreek Hill's availability for Week 10 is cloudy, as the Miami Dolphins' top wide receiver deals with a wrist injury that kept him out of practice on Friday. Miami's offense, which has struggled to stay at full strength throughout the season, could take a hit if Hill is sidelined against the Los Angeles Rams on Monday Night Football. With fantasy football managers and Dolphins fans on high alert, here's a breakdown of Hill's status heading into the weekend. Hill was absent from Dolphins practice on Friday due to a wrist injury, a surprise after being a full participant on Thursday. Hill's absence on Friday raised eyebrows, especially since he wasn't initially on Miami's injury report for the week. His first missed practice was significant, as it's a late-week development that could indicate a new issue rather than a pre-existing one being managed. The lack of any official update from Hill or the Dolphins following Friday's practice leaves Hill's Week 10 status up. The Dolphins play the Rams on Monday night, giving Miami an extra day of practice and preparation. Saturday's session will be crucial, as the team provides its final injury report before the game. Hill's participation, or lack thereof, will be a vital indicator of whether he's trending toward playing, being listed as questionable, or potentially missing the game altogether. It's worth noting that the Dolphins occasionally give veterans rest days late in the week, as they did with Hill before Week 9. However, Hill's Friday listing didn't include the rest designation, which other players like Terron Armstead and Calais Campbell received earlier in the week. This difference makes it less likely that Hill's absence is simply precautionary and raises questions about the nature of his injury. The Dolphins are being cautious, but Hill's status remains a mystery. If Hill is ruled out, Miami's depth chart will shift, with Jaylen Waddle stepping up as the primary target. Waddle is already a reliable second option, but his role would grow even more prominent in Hill's absence. The Dolphins also have veteran Odell Beckham Jr. and rookie Malik Washington on the roster, who would be expected to fill in, while the Eskridge could also see additional snaps. Miami's receiving core has some depth, but Hill's unique speed and playmaking ability make him hard to replace. The Dolphins might also have the option of activating River Crocraft, who's recovering from a shoulder injury. Crocraft's return could provide depth and versatility to the receiving group if Hill cannot play. Crocraft has missed time, but would be a welcome addition, potentially easing the load on the other receivers. Miami's offense has seen significant rotation this season, with 10 receivers logging snaps. Should Crocraft play, he'd be the 11th receiver to hit the field for Miami this year. For fantasy football managers, Hill's uncertain status means it's critical to keep a close eye on Saturday's injury report and be ready with a backup plan if he's ruled out. The extra day before Monday's game provides more flexibility, but Hill's fantasy owners will want to monitor updates for Miami's practice and have another option in place. In summary, Hill's wrist injury is something to watch closely over the weekend. His Friday absence from practice leaves questions about his availability, with Saturday's report likely to bring clarity. Should Hill miss time, the Dolphins will lean more heavily on Jaylen Waddle, Beckham, Washington, and potentially Crocraft as they prepare to face the Rams.